We are sponsored by Game Up. They make a hard hydration drink, thirst-quenching adult beverage with a special blend of electrolytes, fruit punch, orange, lemon, lime, and grape. Comes in a variety pack. Get you some.
Full flavor, only 110 calories. It's low carb. Don't worry about nothing. You're all set. We got you covered. We had some fights this past weekend. Derrick Lewis, my man, coming up big. Chevy, we could talk about the main event, co-main event, any other fights you want to spotlight from this past week.
Yeah, I want to shout out the Billy Goff, Trey Waters fight. Billy is a local fighter from here in Connecticut. He ended up losing a decision, but it was very close. You could have scored any round for him, I thought. He also ate an illegal knee that the ref was having a real bad night. This ref in particular, and he didn't stop the fight or notice it or do anything at all, but Billy will be back, so shout out to him. Also, Chase Hooper versus Vyacheslav Borishev. Best performance by far for Chase. He knocked down a decorated kickboxer and then just bossed him on the ground. He looked much improved from where we've seen him, so shout out to Chase Hooper. Excited for where his career could potentially go from here. He's only like 20 something. Yeah, he's very young. So, and then also Waldo Cortes-Acosta beat that Robelis Despaigne, the Cuban guy who like didn't have a fight go over 40 seconds. He got a decision win. He realized, he showed everyone that Despaigne has 0 takedown defense and 0 ground game. So killed a lot of his hype for sure. Joaquin Buckley versus Nursulton Ruziboev.
Yeah, so I forgot to tell you this. I didn't get to see the main event and co-main event this week. So your thoughts, and then I'll tell you some things I see. But first of all, too, shout out to Yuri CTM, who's in the comments here, and agrees that the ref on the Jeff Waters fight was smoking crack, illegal knees, does not even address the one judge. Had that 30, what the fuck?
I'm with you 100%. That judge that had it 30-27, I don't know what he was watching, but
yeah. I did see that fight, by the way.
Yeah,
so that was horrible. But anyway, I did miss the 2 fights we're going to talk about. So
well, Buckley got a decision win. He looked good against a dangerous opponent, but he really dominated everywhere. So good for him. He had a call out of Conor McGregor afterwards, where he talked about Conor's last name and called him McHose or something like that. The crowd was electric for him, though, so that was great to see. Shout out to Joaquin Buckley going forward.
He's superstardom potential, that guy, in terms of being I don't know if he's going to be a champ, but he's got fun fighter already written all over him, and he could definitely fit in that Cowboy Cerrone mode.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if he'll be champ either, but he is exciting to watch for sure. He brings it, and he's fun on the mic. So
since I felt bad about not checking out these fights yet, I did come up with a couple potential opponents. Buckley, I'd like to see him fight Stephen Thompson.
That's a big step up. Yeah. I mean, after beating a monster in Ruziboev, I mean, I guess. I don't know if Wonderboy wants that smoke, but we'll see. That's a good matchup. Derrick Lewis versus Rodrigo Nascimento. I did not get this one right. I thought that Nascimento was just going to kind of ride Derrick out the way that Almeida did. Well, apparently Derrick was working on some stuff. We talked about it last week, but he said that he had some stuff worked out that he didn't tell his coaches about. He came out and obviously he threw that like high kick, which he's done before. But then he was going for takedowns against this black belt giant Brazilian, and he actually like judo tossed the guy and took him down. So that was great. But Derrick ended up getting the KO in the end. Nascimento ate a few good shots before he actually ate the one that put him down. But round 3 KO for Derrick. Derrick his balls was hot again. Took his shorts off, waved him in front of the downed Nascimento. He pulled his cup out and threw it to a media member. He mooned the crowd. It was wild.
Yeah, Derrick Lewis is nuts. I'm glad he got a win, because the more he can win, the more he can stick around. And this sport's better when he sticks around. A fight for him next, I had Jairzinho Rosenstruck, because I just feel like they haven't fought, and there's so many guys that have fought. It might be a tough matchup for Derrick. I don't know, but
I don't think so. I think Rosenstruck's there to get KO'd.
There's CTM in the comment. Buckley versus Gilbert Burns or Ian Gary. I think Wonderboy versus MVP is in the works. That's true. I do think Buckley missed out to call for a matchup instead of calling for Conor, which won't happen. That's a good point. You know, it's nice to aim big, but you got to aim a little realistic too. Somebody did ask Dana in the press conference, is that fight going to happen? Dana pretty much said, no, I don't think so. You know, it wasn't even like, it was this deadpan, like after they were putting Buckley over too. It was like, he had nothing but nice things to say. But when asked about the Conor fight, it's like, no. And I'm listening to this thinking like, Of course, that's not going to fucking happen. Like, that's such a dangerous matchup when there's other big money fights. There's no way they would ever do that. So
right. No. Yeah, that would never happen.
But I do like the idea of a fight with Burns or Gary. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think Gary's on the upward trajectory. He's not going to want to fight Buckley also coming up. But Gilbert Burns, that's good. That's a good matchup. I think Gilbert would take that.